Good morning, all of you. Hope all of you are taking care of yourself and are fit and fine, right? So today we are going to start up a new chapter. The name of the chapter is Admission of Partnership. Okay, it is the second chapter of the reconstitution of partnership. The first one was change in profit sharing ratio. Okay, here we are going to learn when a new partner is going to enter into a business, how we are going to do the treatment of uh, or how we are going to welcome the new partner in the business, and how we are going to settle within ourselves, within the old partners, how they are going to settle the value of changes in the value of assets and liabilities, then again reserves, surplus, profits, losses, how they are going to adjust everything, and then welcome the new guest, that is a new partner, right? So let's start. Okay, so I'm just going to share the share PPT with all of you. Here you will be able to see that I'm going to give you all the details of the steps, right? What are the steps we are going to have in this particular chapter, right? So as we start, remember that admission is the second phase or second part, second type of reconstitution partnership. It's not the ranking, okay, just numbering. I'm giving a number to it. First one was change in profit sharing ratio. Next, what we are going to do is the admission of partnership. Now, before we get into the chapter, let me tell you what is the meaning of admission of partnership, admission of partner. Okay, admission of partner. Okay, admission of partner. It means that will not be partnership, it will be partner. Okay, admission of partner means that a new partner will be, or a new person will be taken as an associate or as a helper, or you can simply say him as a owner or second owner, or the in addition to the old owners, old partners, he is just an additional new owner of the business, who is going to share the profits and losses, who is going to take up the business activities depending on the agreement. Okay, depending on the partnership agreement, how it will go. Clear? So what is happening when there will be admission of partnership? The existing partnership is altered or changed. Partnership deed will change, right? So in the admission of partner, the first step, clear? We'll go step by step. Whenever the partnership deed changes, okay, remember in the change in profit sharing ratios we have done, whenever the agreement changes, what happens is that first of all you have to compensate the partners in their old ratio. जो जो उनका है, जैसे accumulated profit है, reserve है, सब old partner लेकर चले जाते हैं. Okay, the old partner will take all the accumulated profit, reserves, losses, everything will be transferred, because those losses, those profits, those reserves were created by them out of the business activities that they continued or they did, right? So everything will be taken by them. Okay, before the new partner comes in, they will be taking all those things. So first step what we are going to do is that transfer all accumulated profits, losses and reserves to old partners capital account. I'm showing you in the journal entry format. In the ledger format is also when the question is asking you to prepare ledger accounts, then also the things are not going to change. Exception of that, first what you will have to do is that if the question asks you to prepare ledger, you have to prepare all the ledger accounts. The ledger account can be revaluation account, partners capital account. Okay, then what you have to do is that you have to just prepare the accounts and transfer the opening balance of capital first. Okay, then what you will do, then one by one, like the journal entry itself, you can follow the steps. So what will be the first step? First will be transfer of all accumulated profits, losses and reserves to old partners capital account. Now remember one thing, if I refer old partner, it will be always old ratio, and if I refer sacrificing partner, it will always be sacrificing ratio. Okay, so what we are going to do here is that we are going to transfer all the accumulated profit, जितना जमा हुआ profit है, loss हुआ है, reserve जमा हुआ है, okay, सब तो पुराने partner ने जमा कर रखा है ना, so they will take it. Okay, how will they take it? For the reserves and profits, it is showing credit balance. I've already told you, I guess. So what you will do is just debit it and transfer to the old partners capital account, right? Close it by debiting. So reserve or accumulated profits will be debited. and will be going to the old partners capital account, to old partners capital account. In which ratio? Old ratio. Clear? Then next comes the accumulated losses. For accumulated losses, what will happen? For accumulated losses, loss shows debit balance, right? To close it, you have to credit it. And who is going to bear the loss? Partner. So when a partner bear the loss, what will happen? Automatically, what will happen? The accumulated loss will be credit and closed, but who is going to bear the loss? The partner. So it will be debited. The partner's capital account will be debited. Clear? That is why you can see that old partner's capital account debit to accumulated loss account. Clear? Now coming to the second step. The first step is clear. What you have to do is that transfer all accumulated profits, losses and reserves to the old partner's capital account. Next, prepare revaluation account. If the account is asked, then prepare revaluation account. Or if journal entry is required, then you have to give the journal entry on the revaluation. मतलब क्या है? पहले accumulated loss profit इनका reserve का journal entry दे देना है, ठीक है? अगर अकाउंट बोला है बनाने के लिए तो कैपिटल का ओपनिंग बैलेंस ट्रांसफर करके उसके बाद रिजर्व और लॉस को ट्रांसफर कर दो. क्लियर? देन नेक्स्ट व्हाट यू विल डू, you will find out the revaluation. Okay, either if the question is asking you to prepare revaluation account, then you will prepare revaluation account, and if it is asking for journal entry, then you will do the journal entry. Now I'll explain you both. I have already explained you, but still I'm going to just give a revision of that. Now we all know what is the format of revaluation. It is of T shape, right? All the losses in the debit side, all the gains in the credit side. जो भी loss होगा debit, जो भी लाभ होगा credit. It's a nominal account. Okay, so you can see that increase in asset will be in the credit side of revaluation. Then again, decrease in liability is in the credit side of revaluation, right? And when it comes to decrease in asset, it is in the debit side because it's a loss, and increase in liability is also a loss. So it is also coming in the debit side of revaluation account. Now, if the credit side is more, that means revaluation profit. So it will be shown as a gain on revaluation in the debit side and will be transferred to capital account. So you can see that to partners capital account, gain on revaluation. But if the debit side is more, then it's a loss. Then it will be by partners capital account, loss on revaluation. Here revaluation account is credited, not the capital account. Capital account will be debited to revaluation account. That is why revaluation credit side is coming by partners capital account. So now coming to the journal entries. So first entry will be when the increase is, when we can find the increase in the value of asset. So if the value of asset is increasing, so asset will be obviously debit because asset shows debit balance. To increase it, you have to debit it. So asset account debit to revaluation account because revaluation is gaining revaluation account, right? Then inverse will be the decrease in value of asset. What it will be? Decrease in the value of asset will be like this. Decrease in the value of asset will be revaluation account loss, right? It's a loss for us. Decrease in the value of asset. So revaluation account debit, and asset shows debit balance. To decrease it, credit it, right? So revaluation account debit to asset account. Clear? Revaluation account debit to asset account. Then comes the increase in the value of liability. Increase in the value of liability means when the value of liability increases. If the value of liability increases, what will happen? Liability का value अगर बढ़ गया तो क्या होगा? That means liability shows credit balance. So it will increase means it will be credited, right? Liability will be credited, and what it is for us, profit or loss? It's a loss. So revaluation account will be debited. That is why we can see the journal entry as revaluation account debit to liabilities account or liability account, right? If it is multiple, then it will be liabilities. If it is only one, then it's only liability. Okay, liabilities or liability. And then comes next one with the what is the next point? That is when the liability decreases. If the value of liability decreases, remember that it is a profit for us. हम लोग को कम पैसा देना है. कोई बंदा है बोला कि 10,000 देना था, बोला 8,000 दे दो चलेगा. So 2,000 रुपए नहीं देना है. So it's a profit for us, right? So for that, liability decreases, liability shows credit balance. To decrease it, debit it. So liability account debit to revaluation account. Okay. Then comes next one for recording an unrecorded asset. किसी unrecorded asset को अगर record करना है, it will be same like the first transaction. Like for the increase in value of asset, same like that. Okay. Because unrecorded asset was there, when it will come in record, means your asset will increase. So what will happen? It's a profit for us. Suddenly you came to know about your property, so you're very happy for that, right? So revaluation account will be credit and asset will be debit. So asset account debit to revaluation account. Clear? Then comes unrecorded liability. For unrecorded liability, what will happen? Just same like point number 3, liability increases, so you will be upset because there is a loss. So revaluation account debit, liability increasing, so it will be credit. So liability account debit to revaluation account. Then comes at last either the profit or loss on revaluation. If the credit side is more, it's a profit, and if the debit side is more, it's a loss. So first case is in case of debit balance, if the debit is more, then it's a loss. So loss for whom? Partner, right? Now remember, if the capital is fixed, you will take current account. If the capital is fluctuating, capital account. Okay, and if nothing is mentioned, you will take that capital is fluctuating and you will transfer to the capital account only itself. Okay, capital account itself. Then what will be the transaction? Let's assume that the capital is fluctuating. Okay, I will tell you both fixed and fluctuating at a time. So what will be the journal entry? Capital partners are losing, right? It's a debit balance, means that they are losing, they are going to suffer a loss. So partners capital account will be debited or current account. Partners capital or current account will be debited to revaluation account. Clear? Now if they are gaining, if their credit balance is more, so if they are gaining, capital account will be credit, right? So it will be revaluation by we are transferring by closing the revaluation. Okay, revaluation account debit to partners capital or current account. Okay, clear? So this is how you are going to prepare the second step. So first step, I'm repeating once again, the first step is that to transfer all the accumulated profits, losses and reserves to the partner's capital or current account, depending on the type of situation that is given to you, capital or current account. Okay, depending on the type of situation given. That means if the capital is fixed, then it will be, if the capital is fixed, okay, if the capital is fixed, then it will be current account, and if the capital is fluctuating, then it will be capital account. Okay, if it is fluctuating, it's capital account. If it is fixed, then current account. Remember that. Okay. So the next step is to prepare the revaluation account or give the journal entry of revaluation account. Then next will be the treatment of goodwill. Here I have taken example of two of the students from you all. So just see, Tupsi and Anika, they are two partners. Okay, and their old value of goodwill that was appearing in the balance sheet was 25,000. Already it is appearing in the book 25,000. Okay, now they took new partner Khushi. I'm just explaining a treatment of goodwill here with a simple example. Okay, we are admitting Khushi in the partnership. Clear? And Khushi is demanding, say, 1/5 share. Okay, 1/5 share. So the old value of goodwill was suppose last year the value of goodwill was 25,000. At the time of admission, what we will do is that you must remember that whenever goodwill appears in the book, okay, whenever goodwill appears in the books, I'm just giving this note once again here. I have given it later also, but still I'll give it here. Whenever goodwill appears at the time of admission, whenever goodwill appears in the books at the time of admission, okay, whenever goodwill appears in the books at the time of admission, what you will do is that we will just write off the goodwill. We will write off the goodwill. Okay, we will write off the goodwill. Clear? We will simply write off the goodwill. Now, what will be the journal entry? I will tell you about that. But before that, let me explain this particular point to you all. Okay, so what is given here? That the goodwill appearing in the balance sheet was 25,000, right? Before Khushi's admission. Okay, so what you have to do, remember that you have to write it off. Why do we write it off? Because goodwill is certain intangible asset which the value of which goes on fluctuating every now and then. Every good activity can fetch you goodwill, and every bad activity can decrease your goodwill. Okay, goodwill. So that is why what do we do is that we write off the old goodwill, we remove it from the book, and the new value we find it out. Okay, what is the new value? We find it out. And how to find it out, we have already learned in the previous classes. Okay, calculation of goodwill. So generally the question will mention how much the new partner is going to bring for her share of goodwill. Okay, now if it is not mentioned, you have to find it out by calculating the value of goodwill. Clear? Now here I have, in this example, I have already given you that the goodwill at the time of admission, that is assuming that Khushi is coming on 1st of January 2020. Okay, so on that particular date, the goodwill of the firm was 40,000, right? So accordingly, Khushi's share is how much? 1/5. As I already told you, Khushi is taking or demanding 1/5 share. So 1/5 share of goodwill. That means she will get 8,000 share in the goodwill, isn't it? 8,000 share Khushi is going to get in the goodwill. But did you find Khushi doing any work for this particular goodwill for her share of 8,000? Did she do anything? No, because it's only today that she has come, right? It's 1st of January 2020 when she came. So on that particular date, already the goodwill was of 40,000. But since she is demanding 1/5 share of everything, so of goodwill also she will get 1/5. So 1/5 of 40,000 will be 8,000. Clear? So now this 8,000 rupees of goodwill, okay, this 8,000 rupees of goodwill, try to understand nicely, okay? 8,000 rupees of goodwill is Khushi's share in the goodwill, total goodwill. Okay, Khushi ka kitna hissa hoga total goodwill mein, clear? But since she has not worked anything, she has not done anything for this goodwill, so she have to pay for it. उसने कोई मेहनत नहीं किया, इसी के लिए उसको पैसा देना पड़ेगा. So the amount of money or the goods or asset, anything that the new partner is contributing or giving for getting the share in the goodwill, or for getting her share or his share in the goodwill of the firm, okay, is called premium for goodwill. Goodwill में अपना हिस्सा देने के लिए, जो हिस्सा लेने के लिए, okay, अपना हिस्सा लेने के लिए, अपना जो हिस्सा बन रहा है उसको लेने के लिए अगर पैसा, सामान, एसेट जो भी लाते हैं, उस पर्टिकुलर चीज को हम लोग प्रीमियम फॉर गुडविल बोलते हैं. सो व्हाट इज प्रीमियम फॉर गुडविल? प्रीमियम फॉर गुडविल is the new partner's share in the goodwill that he or she is bringing in cash or kind at the time of admission. Okay, clear? So this example was for this purpose. So what did you understand from here? First thing, that the goodwill, if it is appearing in the balance sheet, appearing in the books means appearing in the balance sheet. Okay, then you have to write it off. How to write off? I will give you the entry later. Usko hata dena hai. First thing, you have to write it off. Then next thing, what did you learn? That new partner, when he or she comes, she is going to take the share in the goodwill also. So for that, she need to pay certain things. Either it can be cash or kind, anything. Kind means it can be goods, it can be asset, anything. Okay. So whatever new partner is going to pay for getting the share in the goodwill, okay, that particular payment is called premium for goodwill. Matlab premium for goodwill, very simple, is new partners payment for getting the share in the goodwill. Clear? New partner's payment for getting the share in the goodwill. Clear? Now let's come to the next part, how we are going to show the journal entries for goodwill. So as I already told you, the first thing, that if the goodwill is appearing, you have to write it off. Now let's see the journal entry. How will you write it off? See, whenever you write off any asset, it is directly impacting your capital because of the accounting equation formula that you have learned last year, that every increase in asset will either relate to increase in liability or will relate to increase in capital. Okay, so goodwill is directly related to owner's contribution, so that is increasing or decreasing their capital value. Okay, their capital value means their value in the business. So automatically what will happen if the goodwill is written off? So capital will also be written off, because capital is directly related to the assets. Okay, so if the value of asset increases, capital will also increase, or liability may increase if you buy on credit. Okay, So goodwill you cannot buy on credit and also directly it is related to capital. So if goodwill decreases, capital will also decrease. If goodwill increases, capital will also increase. Simple example. Why? Suppose your business is there. The more the business is having good name, your value of the business will be more. Right? Value of the business means your capital contribution. You can say that everything belongs to you. Capital. Right? Now, if the value of business goes down, obviously owners contribution, that is the capital, will also will be going down, right? So let me give another example to make the things more clear. Like suppose you are having a business, you want to sell it. It is not having so much of good name, whereas another person is there who is having very good name and fame. Assuming that you are dealing in the same product, same place, everything, but the person is having very good name, you are not having such a good name, then his business will be sold at a more market value than your business. Although assume that you have also contributed 1 lakh, he also has contributed 1 lakh, but since his business is having good name, so it will be sold at a higher price than yours. Okay, so that is the value of goodwill. So if the value of goodwill decreases, your value of the business also will decrease, and if it is increases, value of capital also will increase. Clear? So that is what is told. So if you are writing up the goodwill, what will happen? Capital will decrease. So the the basic concept for explaining those examples was this, that if your capital decreases, capital shows credit balance, what will happen? Capital account will be debited, and goodwill is an asset. Asset shows debit balance, right? So that will be closed by crediting. So goodwill will be credited and partners capital account will be debited. Old partners capital account, remember that. In the old ratio, we are going to write it off. So old partners capital account debit in old ratio to goodwill account. Okay, to goodwill account. Clear? Coming to the next point. After you have written off the goodwill, you will calculate the value of goodwill on the date of admission. Okay, every time this is not required because most of the time the question will mention you. If it is not mentioned, the methods of calculation of goodwill, you will use any of the methods as the question will ask you, and you have to find out the value of goodwill. Right after finding the value of goodwill, you find out the sacrificing or gaining ratio also. After admission, there will be change in profit sharing ratio. What will be the change? Automatically, suppose a cake is there, you are taking one is taking 1/3, the remaining is taking 2/3. Now suppose that if a new person comes, what will happen? Automatically either both of you will give him or any one of you will give him, right? He will get some share. So automatically there will be a sacrifice. Or it can be certain that by changing the ratio, any old partner is gaining, or like, okay, that old partner is gaining and any one particular partner is sacrificing. Obviously new partner is going to gain, so I'm not mentioning that. Clear? So you will find out the gaining ratio and sacrificing ratio. We have already learned about that. The same process also here also you'll find it. Okay, then we will go for calculation of the new partner share of goodwill. New partner share of goodwill, how will you calculate it? As I showed you in the previous example, how did I show you? The goodwill was having 40,000 total goodwill, right? So Khushi's share, the new partner share was new partner share into total goodwill. So it is 8,000. In the same formula, see what you are going to do: goodwill into new partner share. Clear? So that is the new partner share of goodwill. Clear? After that, this process is over. What you will do? Write off the value of goodwill, calculate the value of goodwill on admission, on the date of admission, and calculate the sacrificing and gaining ratio, and after that find out the new partner share in goodwill. After doing all these things, keep it aside and come to the main portion of the question and give the admission. How will you give him admission? The journal entry will be like this: the new partner either will bring cash, or can bring check, or can bring assets. Then accordingly you are going to do it: cash account debit, bank account debit, or asset account debit to new partner's capital account. How much he is going to give for the capital contribution in the capital, and to premium for goodwill account contribution in the goodwill. Okay, I'm just mentioning here contribution in the capital, contribution as capital, you can mention it, that will be better I guess, as capital, and here it will be contribution as premium for goodwill. It might be that he might not pay the whole premium for goodwill. It might be that he might pay full premium for goodwill. कुछ भी हो सकता है, पूरा भी दे सकता है, पूरा नहीं भी दे सकता है. Okay, अगर पूरा दे दिया then whole amount. If he gives partly, then the partly amount. Remember, no need to worry about that. If he gives partly, then also it is fine. If it is giving wholly, then also fine. The treatment is there for both the situation. Okay. If it is giving wholly, pura de diya, then no problem. De diya, very good. Good and great. Okay, then you are going to show it here like this. Cash account debit to new partners capital account, jitna capital diya, to premium for goodwill, jitna goodwill diya. Okay, now assume that he did not pay the whole premium for goodwill. He was like, let's take the previous example. How much Khushi was supposed to pay? 8,000 for her premium for goodwill, right? 8,000 for her premium for goodwill. Okay, clear? So now assume that she has paid. Assume that she has paid only 5,000. 8,000 dena tha. Okay, lekin diya only 5,000. Then what will be the treatment? Just remember that. Okay, just remember that. How we are going to treat it? Remember that she was supposed to pay 8,000, but she has paid only 5,000, right? Then in that case, what will you do is that you have to take the rest of the amount from her current account. Okay, she was supposed to pay 8,000, right? I'm just giving the example here. She was supposed to pay 8,000, but she paid only 5,000. So remaining 3,000 she will give from the current account. Remember, here we don't need to see whether the capital is fixed or fluctuating. Okay, in state board students, they are doing it in the capital account name, but CBSE, they are following the pattern of mentioning it in the current account, right? So you all have to show it in the current account. So new partners current account. Okay, it will be new partners current account. Okay, you are going to take the money from the new partners current account. How much? The balance 3,000. New partners current account debit. And this money, who is going to take? We already know that gaining partners capital account debit to sacrificing partner, right? So in the same way, the one who is sacrificing, you will give the new partner will give the money to the particular sacrificing partner. Okay, जो sacrifice करेगा उसको मिलेगा. Clear? So क्या होगा journal entry? New partners current account debit. Okay, new partner current account debit to sacrificing partners capital account. New partners current account debit to sacrificing partners capital account. Okay, 3,000 in the sacrificing ratio. Clear? Okay, now coming back to the treatments. Okay, so that is what when the contribution in the premium for goodwill is not 100%. Clear? Then coming to the next, once you have received the premium for goodwill, either partly or wholly, what you will do is that this premium for goodwill will go to the old partner or sacrificing partner. Exactly, it will be sacrificing partner. Remember, not old partner. It might be that the sacrificing partners are totally of the old partner. मतलब सारे के सारे old partner ही sacrificing partner है, हो सकता है. But never say that old partner. It will be always sacrificing partner. Clear? So what will be the journal entry? Sacrificing partners will get the money, right? So their capital will increase. So capital account credit, and the premium for goodwill will be closed by debiting it. See, the premium for goodwill was credit. Now we are going to debit it. So premium for goodwill account debit to sacrificing partners capital account. Premium for goodwill was credit. Close it by debiting. Premium for goodwill account debit to sacrificing partners capital account. Clear? Once the premium for goodwill has been closed, okay, after that what will happen? Remember that you will see a situation, or you might see a situation where the partners are withdrawing the sacrificing partners are withdrawing the money. They don't want to keep the money in the business, so they might take it away. So if they take away the premium for goodwill, if they withdraw, जितना भी withdraw कर सकते हैं, पूरा भी कर सकते हैं, आधा भी कर सकते हैं. Okay, if they withdraw, then what will be the journal entry? Sacrificing partners capital account debit. Okay, close, decrease it. So partners capital account will be debited. Sacrificing partners capital account debit to cash or bank account. Okay, to cash or bank account. Clear? Now there is a hint for you all. Whenever new ratio is not given, and the sacrificing partner is, and the sacrifice of the partner is also not given. Okay, is new ratio भी नहीं बताया है, और कौन कितना sacrifice किया ये भी नहीं बताया है. Then the old ratio becomes the sacrificing ratio. This one, if you don't understand now also, no problem. As we do the sum, at the time I'll explain you. Okay, so let it be here. Then coming to the next point. After they have withdrawn, now suppose if the partner want to reappear the goodwill, if they want to show the revised value, new value in the goodwill, new value of the goodwill in the books, okay, नया वैल्यू गुडविल का वो लोग बुक्स में दिखाना चाहते हैं, तो क्या करना है, गुडविल अगेन विल, जो राइट ऑफ का था एंट्री था ना, उसको उल्टा करना है. क्या करोगे, गुडविल विल कम इन द बिजनेस, सो एसेट गुडविल अकाउंट डेबिट to all the partners capital account in the new ratio, including the new partner, okay, in the new ratio सारे पार्टनर के अकाउंट में ट्रांसफर हो जाएगा. Goodwill account debit to new partners capital account. Okay, if the question is asking you to reappear, make the reappearance of the goodwill in the book, तब जाके करना है इसको. New goodwill का वैल्यू जो आएगा उसको डेबिट to all the partners capital account. Clear? Okay, so this is how your steps are going to end up. Now these all things we will be doing in the next class. So today we will end up to here. We will keep it up to here. I'll just repeat the steps once again for all of you. In admission of partner, we all know admission is a situation where the partnership date changes. Okay, so we have to adjust ourselves accordingly before we welcome a new guest. That is a new partner. Clear? तो सबसे पहले accumulated profit, accumulated losses and reserves को transfer करना है. उसको बंद करके कहाँ पे, either capital account or current account, transfer it and close it. Then prepare the revaluation account or give the journal entry for revaluation account and transfer the profit or loss on revaluation to the partner's capital or current account. Then find out the treatment for goodwill. First of all, if goodwill is appearing in the book, write it off, हटा देना है. Then calculate the value of goodwill on the date of admission, कितना goodwill का value बनता है. Then calculate the sacrificing ratio or gaining ratio and also calculate the new partner's share of goodwill, कितना नया partner का share of goodwill है. Okay. Once you get the new partner share of goodwill, then immediately you can give admission to him. Cash or bank account debit to new partner's capital account to premium for goodwill account. Premium for goodwill is the amount of contribution that a new partner is going to make for his share in the goodwill. Then after that, transfer the premium for goodwill to the sacrificing partner's capital account. Okay, जितना पैसा लाया प्रीमियम फॉर गुडविल के लिए उतना सैक्रिफाइसिंग पार्टनर को मिल जाएगा, इसी के लिए उनके कैपिटल अकाउंट क्रेडिट हो गया. और अगर सैक्रिफाइसिंग पार्टनर उस पैसे को उठाकर लेके जा रहे हैं बिजनेस से, दे वांट टू विथड्रॉ इट, then their capital account will be debit and cash or bank will be credit. Okay, and at last, if you want to show the goodwill reappear in the books, then it will be goodwill account debit to all partners capital account. One very important thing, अगर premium for goodwill पूरा का पूरा नहीं लाया गया है या फिर आधा अधूरा लाया गया है, okay, if a new partner is not bringing the premium for goodwill or he is bringing only partly, then remaining portion और जितना वो नहीं लाया, whatever amount of goodwill he is not able to bring, his share of goodwill, that will be debited by his current account and that will be transferred to the capital account of the sacrificing partner. New partner's current account debit to sacrificing partner's capital account. Why? Because as soon as he get into the business, he will demand for his share of goodwill, but he has not contributed. So what you will do is that if you are debiting his current account, that means it is already existing as a loss for him. So as he get the profit, it will be absorbed by the sacrificing partner. Okay, clear? So we'll end up the class here, and next day as we come, we are going to solve practical problems. We will be learning about the new profit ratio. We'll be learning about the premium for goodwill, and along with that, we will be learning the big questions also, how to solve it. Remember, this chapter is very important because it is comprising of at least one 8-mark question. Clear? And in addition to that, you should also remember that there are some exclusion from this chapter, like you are not going to find out the adjusted capital of the partners, and preparation of balance sheet is also excluded, so I'm not showing you here. Okay, once we finish the syllabus and all, or once you finish the chapter, I'll just show you how the things are being treated. Okay, those things I'll show you once, so that you are not missing the knowledge. Okay, so all of you take care. I'm ending the class here. Okay.